Have you ever been on a cruise and you had an emergency happen? We have, and it was 2 times on one ship on a 4-day. It's a little crazy, but things do happen like that.
So today we're going to talk about some emergencies that we have seen and some kind of strange things that we've seen. But we'd love to hear from you too. Have you ever had an emergency? Let us know in the comments. So a couple years ago, we were on the beautiful Independence of the Seas out of Port Canaveral. And we had a great sail away party. And we were only sailing, an hour, maybe an hour and a half out from the port. Mm-hmm. The captain comes on and said, we just had an emergency. We have to kind of turn back inland and meet with the Coast Guard. And the cool thing for us, for the view, the Coast Guard actually pulled up on our side of the ship.
Mm-hmm. And we were on like deck 7, so we were pretty close to being able to see bird's eye view. And I think we were actually in the room getting ready for dinner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We were in the room, and I remember I said, hey, let's look out and see if we can see anything. Well, it just happened to be on our side. So, we stood there and pretty much watched it for about a half hour.
Yeah, the Coast Guard showed up on one of the low doors, and they had to pass over a passenger. You remember what happened to him?
I believe he was a fairly intoxicated man who was horseplaying on the slides, and I think they said he bashed his face and his nose and busted teeth out, and nothing they could really do with him there. So they kind of had to have the Coast Guard, being they were so close to Port Canaveral, they kind of just took him back.
What a bummer. The guy was on the ship for 1 hour.
Oh, I know.
So we passed him over, and off we went.
Off we went. Till day 2, when we were in Nassau.
Right.
And I believe I was in the room napping. You were sitting out on the balcony. Same side, granted. Right. We were pulled up to the pier. Yep. You tell the story. I was sleeping. So
you were sleeping and
taking a nap.
It was a 4-day cruise, and we were in our room, both emergencies. And what happened is another intoxicated individual was trying to do some kind of picture, some selfie. And as we all know that we cruise, the piers have no sides, right? There's nothing there.
Except a little piece of tape that tells you don't go past this line.
Don't go past here. So he was posing, and he fell between the pier and the ship. With the big buoys there. He was right by one of those. So another passenger thought he would help. So he jumped in too. And I am literally standing on my balcony, looking down, watching this whole thing. We did not get footage of it.
No, we didn't.
So all the officers come running out, right? The Royal Caribbean knows how to act when something happens, which kudos to Royal Caribbean. They had to save 2 men. They had stretchers. It looked like every officer was out there on the pier. Both guys were fine. They were both saved. But man, one mishap, and you had to save 2 people. So,
but I do believe the one gentleman got hurt because we were delayed.
Oh, that's right.
We were delayed. One of them was okay. The other one was hurt because we had reservations at Giovanni's that night, and we were sitting by the window, and we thought, this would be a great spot for us to be able to see as we pull out.
Yep.
Well, we were waiting and waiting and waiting. Finally, by 6:30, we finally asked our waiter, what's the delay? And he said that they had to, the gentleman that had fallen, one of them,
the original,
in the water, had to be taken to a hospital. Therefore, they had to get the clearance from the hospital to take him on a helicopter back to the States, Florida somewhere, some hospital. And we couldn't leave until they did all the paperwork, the write-off and everything for the ship, for the captain to be able to go. Yeah. And we ended up not leaving till 9 or 10 that night.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was. I think I might have been in bed by the time we left.
Yeah, it was something.
Yeah.
Obviously, hopefully both the guys were okay and healed
Some new
properly.
teeth.
But we did ask one of the officers, why we left so late. He says, well, when something happens like that, and even after the ambulance comes and picks them up, there's actually a paperwork process because he is still under the control of Royal Caribbean until the hospital or somebody else
Releases him.
Yeah. Away from Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
So crazy.
That was quite a 4 days, a lot of action happening. I mean, granted, we've seen we've been on cruise ships where they've, coded out something where, you have to hurry up or they have to hurry up and get people, like you see them coming, like the doctors with stretchers and stuff going to different locations, but never anything like that dramatic.
Yeah.
That was quite a, in 4 nights, that was quite a lot. Yeah. We were like, all right, this is good. We're just keep on going. We're good. Get us there safely.
2 rescues in 4 days.
Yeah, it was crazy. So what else you got? Anything else?
So a strange thing, not an emergency, when we were on Icon of the Seas, December, over New Year's Eve, we were out on the pool deck. It was a sea day.
Sea day.
And the captain came over and said, we see something floating in the sea. We're going to slow down. We're going to change our course and go over and take a peek. So as soon as that is said, right, everybody runs to the railing.
to the sides, any side, just to see what's going on. What can we see?
Yep. I couldn't even get close enough to see. So I did figure out that it was on the port side, which was, again, our balcony.
Our side.
We always pick good side of balconies. So I go down there and I grab the camera. And as you can see in the footage, there was a floating boat. I actually broke this story down in one of my Shoot the Breeze episodes, so I'll link those at the end. But it had to be a 40-foot, 60-foot boat, just bobbing up and down vertically in the middle of nowhere. We went up close to it. The captain comes across and he says, well, nothing to see here. Everything's good. So
onward.
He put the coals to it and we got back on track. And but that was a strange thing to see in the middle of nowhere. Just a random boat floating vertically. That was
weird too.
That was pretty strange.
That was really weird.
You got one?
I do. It's not really an emergency. I mean, I guess it could be an emergency.
It's kind of emergency.
It kind of is. We were leaving out of Port Canaveral, getting ready to get on the Wonder. We knew the weather was a little bit iffy driving down in the car. It was calling for bad storms. It was windy, rainy. So we got in our hotel. We went to bed. While we were just kind of waking up in the morning, we had our phones both go off simultaneously that we were having tornado warnings. We had no clue. Okay, here we are in a hotel. I think we were on like the 7th or 10th floor or something.
Yeah, we're up there.
Okay, where do you go? First of all, we looked outside. It was horrible. We didn't know what to do. We turned the TV on to watch the weather. It was stormy, real stormy. It was, I think when we even left that night out, it was fairly rocky. I think the captain even came on and, they know when it's going to be bad. They say, if you have any problems, make sure you get your medication for seasickness because it's going to be rocky. And dang, he was right. It was rocky.
Yeah.
It was real bad. But I mean, just little things like that. You don't, when you're in a hotel and you don't know where to go, when you're home, it's a little different. But we kind of looked at each other like, what do we do? Where do we go in this case, But thank God it was nothing. I mean, apparently one was spotted, but it wasn't kind of right by us.
Yeah, it wasn't in Port Canaveral because we were right by.
Yeah, we were right there.
So we were on the island.
Yeah, we were.
But yeah, it
was crazy.
That was a crazy start to a great vacation on the Wonder of the Seas.
That was so good. That was so good.
So yeah, we just want to share some kind of strange mishaps and emergencies with you. Again, we'd love for you to share any of your emergencies, we've all seen crazy stuff. Please share that with us. If you could like and subscribe to the channel, that helps us out so much. We're almost to 100 subscribers. I know we are a small channel, but we are so appreciative of everyone that subscribes and takes their time to watch us.
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We'll catch you next time.